Right folks, this is a tinkering about video. We're doing a little bit of everything. Let's get to it. So here's the old Mondeo ST. If you've seen my last video, you would have seen that we had mice in the car and we got 2 out of there, but looking through the window there, you probably can't see or not though. The traps are still in there, but there's no sign of any mice. So I thought it was just prudent to leave the mice trap in the car, and that's what we've done. So I'm pretty happy that we caught them just in time. Lucky enough, that seagull that dropped poop on my windscreen made us go to the glove box so that we could get some tissues out, and if I wouldn't have seen that in there, open that up, I wouldn't have gone in the glove box because we hardly use the car. So thank God that seagull pooped on my windscreen. Anyway, we've got my other car over here, or Sharon's other car, which is a Vauxhall Vectra, which has been standing for about 5 or 6 months now, probably a bit longer than that. And we're just going to see if it's going to start because she's home from Cyprus this weekend. So we're going to take the battery off if not and get that charged up. So let's get over there. Project Man's here, as you can see.
Yeah.
He's just come back off holiday, and this wind out here, folks, is absolutely atrocious. Although while I'm saying this, it's very calm at the moment. So I've got the key. I don't know whether it's going to work on the key to open the doors. Well, it's open by the doors anyway, so let's try and get in it. And hopefully, we haven't got any mice in here. We haven't checked that. So I've got to come around here and hopefully creep inside this car if I can get in there. Oh, nearly fell over. So let's see. I did get this car MOT'd actually. It's a good idea to check. I can't get in there. I'll get in the back, won't I? I have to get in the back. Oh, I'm not going to be able to open that door wide enough, am I? Not even to climb over the seats. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I'll get in there, I think. I'm looking for mice droppings, folks, although the car's pretty dirty at the moment. We didn't clean it. Right, I've managed to get in it. I know it's got no petrol. Right, keys are on. I just turn the radio off. Power, here we go. Turn that off. Bloody hell, that was lucky. That battery barely turned over, folks. It went whoop, whoop. Oh, I'm lucky enough it started up first time. Well, that's a surprise. So what I'd like to do now, if possible, would be to maybe drive it forward, because I know it's got no petrol in it at all, you see. And I don't know how long this is going to run, and I don't really want to run the tank dry. I might just let it tick over for a second. Sounds lovely and quiet still. Alright, okay, I'll let this tick over for a bit, get it warmed up a little bit, and hopefully get it pulled out maybe. Right, I suppose I better look in here for mice droppings, see what we got. Wow, that's clean as a whistle. They've not been in this one. Right, well, let's put that bit of paperwork in there and that bit of paperwork in there. That's the MOT. So yeah, I've just got to give it a bit of a clean out, folks. Always shows up on beige coloured seats. I think I'm going to take the battery off anyway. It did start a lot better as we've been moving cars about. So let's pull the bonnet. Right, oh look what we've got back here, look. We've got the Project Man cars back here, look, the old ST220. We're still having a few issues with that, aren't we?
Yeah, it's running alright, but I don't know, after a few days the click comes back.
Yeah, and apparently what we just found out, there's a separate loom that comes from the starter motor
Alternator
to the alternator, which we haven't checked. And there's some sort of, what is it, charging?
Yes, I can't remember what it's called, but the common thing, from about 25 centimetres from the alternator down the cable, they seem to break down these cables. So it's a common thing, I've seen it on the forums. So that's the next investigation, but you can use it. I charge the back up every 5 days and you don't get no issues.
So that's just something else we've got to look at, as I say. But again, ongoing problems. You don't find this stuff put down in videos, so that's why we do these videos. We're fault finding as we go along, sort of thing. So we know it's got a new starter motor on it. It's got a second-hand battery, but the battery seems to be okay. It's charging at the coming out of the alternator to the battery, but for some reason there is this breakdown, so we're not too sure what that is yet. I can't find it on a wiring diagram. I'm gonna have another look on the internet, see what I can find, and we'll bring that to you obviously on a Project Man video. Oh, here we go, here we go. Just want to have a look in the boot. Oh, well, that's okay. Not much needs doing in there. So just a clean out, interior clean out, innit? Oh, not much needs doing in there, look. She's just put that over the top, look. Sharon, that is. Unbelievable.
Oh, spanner there, what's that?
I don't know. What spanner? Oh, I think, no, what's that? English make it's got on it. Valdium tappet. It's a tappet spanner. There we go. That's an unusual thing, isn't it? You don't see many of them.
Put that back there.
Put that back under there. I just cleaned it out. We will give it a good bit of a clean out, so that's that. Right, shut that. That didn't shut properly. Oh, that's it. It's gone on it. Yeah, nice one. Right, so is that window done up? Right, let's lock that. That's it. Oh, shut the bonnet down first. Oh, we've got to do the battery, haven't we?
Yeah, the battery, ain't you?
So I just opened it again. Right, so we're going to take the battery off, folks. Again, this was a battery which I got from a
scrapyard.
A scrapyard battery, yeah, same as what you got. And
that might do me.
Oh, you're not having that one. Right, let's go and get a 10mm and we get that off. Right, this wind is terrible, folks, out here. I've got the mic under my jumper, so I'm hoping it's going to shield it a little bit. What one's that one?
Negative.
Negative first, that's right. So if you accidentally splash that handle down to the metal bodywork, you ain't going to do any splashing back. Whereas if you splash it down on that one, the positive, you'll get big arcing. There we go, just undo them two 10mm. Oh, we need a 13mm clamp there, don't we? Is it this car? I can hear a noise. No, it can't be, can it? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, don't matter, don't worry about it. Right, so you got 13mm.
That's not going to go in, is it?
Is it 13?
No, it's 10, isn't it?
Is it a 10mm?
No, I mean that's a 10.
Yeah, where's your 13mm?
I ain't got a 13.
You ain't got a 13, you said you just...
110 fits all.
Oh my God. Right, coming back, I just wanted to get a 13mm and he said he's got it out, so I've just come back out here. And he's got it out, lift it out then. Okay, I'll shut that down for you. I'll do the hard bit.
Oh yeah, I'm meant to be on holiday.
You're meant to be on holiday? Don't worry about it. Right, okay, that's that. Right, let's get that inside. Is that cart? Where's the key for that? I locked it, didn't I?
Yeah, you had it. Keep going off now.
You think?
Yeah.
Not now I shut the bonnet, it might not.
I'll give it 30 seconds.
Is that what you got to give it? What about if I do the... Of course, it's totally flat now, isn't it? I don't think that'll make any difference. No.
Anyway, you might get away with it. Bring one of them old batteries out and just put that in there.
Or connect a jump pack to it. I don't know.
You leave that on though, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Need 30 circuits.
Oh well, leave it for now anyway. Yeah, you don't want that going off throughout the night, do we? Let's get that in and on charge, folks. Very windy, folks. So let's get in that log cabin pretty quick. Not been doing any work in here for a bit. I got a lawnmower up there, that's for a different video, folks. Right, so I've got a couple of sockets missing there, I don't know where they are.
It's got Jimmy's name written on it.
I would say it's your brother, yes, definitely. So let's put that back around the other side, where they belong. Get that battery up there. Oh, you got it up there. Now we know the battery's alright, so I don't need to check it. It's just it's been standing for like months and months. That's been through that really cold spell we've just had with a hard frost, and it's still started. So we know it's a good battery. Alright, let's get the old top on out.
19th of November, you got it?
19th of November. That was put on the car, fully charged, in 19th of November. We're now in February, so it's had them hard frosts that we've had, and it's okay. He's doing a bit of maintenance on it. Look.
I'll do second-hand batteries. I've got some stick for buying second-hand batteries.
Yeah. What we used to do back in the 80s, when we used to get a battery that was totally corroded up and all that, we used to boil the kettle up and pour hot water over it, and literally the terminals go back to shiny clean. I don't think that's a practice that people do now, but that's what we used to do in the 80s.
I ain't going that far.
I only boil a kettle for a cup of tea nowadays. Right, so let's get this old baby out and plug this in. Right, let's put that out there. Right, put my clips on, there you go. I've just got a 12 volt normal charge, folks, so when I press this and hold the mode button down, you'll hear a click. There it is. And that should be it now. showing the charging cycle, 25%. That will slowly creep up, and obviously when it gets to the top, we know we've got a fully charged battery. It should be done tomorrow because my daughter comes back from Cyprus on Sunday, and they're going to be taking the car up to Scotland, so it'll be a nice full charged battery for her. Happy days. What do you reckon?
I reckon next time this gets a charge, it'll be around Ali Mac's house.
She's not too far from him. So as it's a tinkering video, folks, I've got the mobilette there, panels to be shot blasted and prepared for paint. I haven't got the paint code for this colour yet. I'll get down to a Motor Factors and get the colour, take one of these panels down there and get it colour matched. I've still yet to disassemble the rest of the Yamaha RXS 100, so that's coming up as well very shortly. You won't see none of that on camera. I'm going to take all that down off camera, so I've already done a video on this, getting the rest of it to this stage, so I'm happy with that. And as you well know, lawnmower season is upon us now, apart from this windy day today, and we've got to get some lawnmowers ready, in and out, and repaired and whatever. This is one I picked up at the end of last summer, and I can't remember, I think I paid £15 for it, and Gary went to pull start it. I'll show that in the video when we do it, and it nearly ripped his arm off. It did mine originally, but I thought I'd let him have a go, and it done the same to him as well. So I would imagine it's going to be a flywheel key on this. It's only a Briggs & Stratton 35 classic engine, so this will be a dedicated engine. Getting this mower up and ready for sale. It needs a bit of work on it, although it's a solid deck by the looks of it. It has got a bit of paint peelage here, but I'm not going to break through that. If I got an airline and blew that now, that'll all bubble up and peel off, and I don't really want to do that. I want to sell this one as is, but I will put a bit of shine to the paintwork to make it look a bit better. Maybe put some black on the engine, do this, put some black on the old fuel tank there, repaint or powder coat the cover there. I'll probably end up doing that as well. This is a plastic casing on this one, so that'll just be spun around to the correct way, and I'll do a carb service on that as well. The wheels and tyres on it are in very, very good condition, because that's one of the first things people look for anyway. The grass box is in order. It just wants a bit tidying up. Things like this black round the handle sort of thing, so that's that to do there. Oh, what we got?
Oh, you ain't got your mate Ali Mac up here.
Well, funny enough, you've just said he's sent me some stickers.
Yeah, I've given them to you.
So they're not, I thought he had one on the Wall of Fame, him and Tina. Who's that one that's flipping off?
Plonker.
Conker's old one. Right, well, let's go and get them stickers then, and we'll put them on the Wall of Fame. Right, so for those of you who don't know, we've got a couple of stickers. We've got Braveheart Scrapper there, that's Ali's missus, that's Tina. And we've also got Ali Mac Mechanical sticker. And I've got one also from Tinkering Tailor, Nev. So I'm going to put them on the Wall of Fame. So there's one for Nev. I'll better keep these two together.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to put that, let's just wipe it down a bit. I'm going to take these off of this wall, folks, and get a proper bit of board put in there, because they all peel off, you see.
I think I should put them on this side.
What's that then?
Because this is the Wally corner by the looks of it.
Unbelievable. You're horrible.
Well, they like to give it, so they got to take it.
Right, well, let's put Ali Mac down there and Braveheart Scrapper. That's that one there. Happy days. And get Ali Mac Mechanical. And stick him under Rob Small Engines. Right, there you go. And Tinkering Tailor. He can go next to Ali Mac Mechanical as well. There you go, how about that?
Put that on the wonk.
Ah, that's all right, don't worry about that. This is real life videos, these are.
Yeah.
These ain't get the tape measure out and measure. I notice a lot of you as well are actually changing your stickers. I normally change mine annually, but I'm going to keep my normal one now, my new one, for that. I like that one, so that probably stay now. So yeah, a few of these people, if you have changed your stickers and you want your new sticker on the Wall of Fame, just drop me an email and you can get it put on there. Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
If you say so.
Right, so I think that's all we've got to show them in the workshop. Again, it's in a bit of a mess. I still want to get this all tidied up, folks. We've got this patio to do out there in front of the shed here. We're going to build a new workshops there, obviously, that's the idea of it. But wind and time and the price of wood has gone up, so that's what's held that build up. Plus then I had the fences all fall down at the other side where the dog, no, they didn't fall down, did they? The dogs were jumping over them, and I had to re-secure them, so I've had to do the fencing around the side of the house as well. So hopefully now we'll start to see a lot more stuff coming in the workshop. And I think I had an email from a bloke and he said, oh, you never finish a project off, you've got too many projects. Well, in actual fact, I've only got 3 projects on the go. I've got the RXX 100, I've got the mobilette, and also the trotter van out the front. And the trotter van, I'm not really worried about, but I've had it a good few years now, as you well know. And the thing with the trotter van is, it's going up in value. So I'm not in that too much of a hurry to get it finished. Although, I want to get it finished. I want to get it back together. But as I say, they're the only main things. And anything else that comes, like we like to throw in the odd lawnmower video or a repair video on a car as them jobs come up. They're not projects. That's just all part and parcel of the content which we do on this channel, which is car repairs, bike repairs, little restorations and stuff, lawnmower repairs. I've bought other stuff which I pick up and repair. I'll just bring it along to you because that's what happens in our day-to-day life, and that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
Yeah? Anyway, I'll leave it there for now, folks. So don't forget, check out my playlists on my homepage, and you'll find there's loads of playlists there on different stuff, and binge watch one of the playlists. Apparently quite a few people have been doing that recently, which is nice for me because it helps my channel grow. Thanks very much, folks. We'll see you in the next video, and until then, bye for now. Get the kettle on.